Picture this. Pharaoh and his mighty army are chasing Prophet Musa alayhis salam and Bani Israel. They find themselves cornered at the Red Sea with no apparent escape. In that desperate moment, Prophet Musa alayhis salam makes dua seeking Allah's help. Allah commands him to strike the sea with his staff, and then the unimaginable happens: the sea splits, creating a path for them to walk through. They cross safely, but as Pharaoh and his army attempt to follow, the sea returns to its natural state, drowning them all. Now imagine a scientist sitting there, witnessing all of this. If you asked him what he saw, he would describe the event just as it happened, a miraculous splitting of the sea in response to Prophet Musa's dua. He would acknowledge the extraordinary nature of what unfolded before his eyes. But what happens when this same scientist goes back to write a research paper or thesis? Within the framework of science, he is bound to explain the event using natural causes. He might suggest that certain geological or meteorological conditions caused the sea to temporarily part. He might even coin a term for it, let's call it the split sea effect, and theorize that it occurs under rare circumstances, perhaps once every 1,000 years. Is this scientist wrong? No, he isn't. He is simply operating within the boundaries of science, which is limited to studying natural phenomena. Science, as remarkable as it is, cannot venture into the realm of the supernatural. Its foundation is naturalism, meaning it seeks to find natural explanations for events. The scientist may personally believe it was a miracle, but his work must remain within the confines of his discipline. The issue arises, however, when scientists attempt to go beyond these boundaries and speak about topics that science is not equipped to address, such as the existence of God, the possibility of miracles, the purpose of life, or the acceptance of dua. These are matters of faith outside the scope of scientific inquiry. For Muslims, it is neither wise nor necessary to seek scientific explanations for supernatural events. Miracles and extraordinary occurrences, such as the splitting of the sea, are understood through reliable testimonies, lived experiences, and the teachings of the Quran and Sunnah. They are not meant to be dissected or validated by science. In education, we study disciplines like physics, biology, chemistry, and mathematics independently. But in the real world, these fields often intersect. You wouldn't use pure biology to solve a problem in physics, nor would you expect mathematics to fully explain a chemical reaction. Each field has its own scope and purpose. Similarly, faith and science operate in different realms, and one does not invalidate the other. When we learn about miracles and extraordinary events in the Quran and authentic Sunnah, we must remember that these accounts come from the most reliable source of knowledge, Allah Himself. Delivered through a chain of the most trustworthy and pious individuals, these narratives leave no room for doubt. Let this be a reminder: miracles are signs of Allah's power, and their understanding requires faith, not scientific analysis. Scientific analysis has limitations, and it works great within its boundaries. A Muslim needs to know what science is, especially the youth, so that they do not start doubting the clear truth of Islam due to his mistake in understanding the realm of science. There is no worldview as rational and as evident as Tawheed and the belief in afterlife, which is the core of Islam.